What's up, my people? Espero que vocês estejam bem. Chegamos agora no Airbnb. Vou fazer agora a minha penúltima meal. A outra meal fiz no carro. Estamos aí. Minha namorada Mafalda. Mandei o props. O boy Edgar aí. Dre. E aqui o boy Nani atrás da câmera. Vocês já conhecem. Vou fazer a minha segunda... Isto é a quarta meal. Tenho aqui uma grama de sal. Nós estamos a controlar o sal hoje. E... vou fazer agora 50 gramas de aveia, 40 gramas de proteína, da Prozis, uso o meu pão Fit Mind 10, vocês já sabem. E vou meter 100 gramas de banana. O que é que vai acontecer? Tenho que beber 5 litros de água até as 7 da tarde, depois vou parar. Que é para tentar... é só uma manobra de água para tentar perder o máximo de líquidos possível. Eu recebo muitas mensagens do people a pensar... perguntar o que é que fizeste, tipo aquelas perguntas do people meio leigo. O que é que fizeste, o que é que tomaste, que dieta é que fizeste? Isto não é uma cena sustentável. Isto é, acho que vocês podem ter o shape ideal para vocês, mas em termos de competição, vocês têm que querer bastante. Pois isto é um mix de genética com esforço, estás a ver? Imagina, nem todos têm... Tu podes ir para te divertir, eu quero ir para um nível mais competitivo por saber que tenho uma ótima genética, mas... tu tens que querer bastante para subir no palco, porque não podes falhar mesmo nada, tem que ser tudo 100%. Como vocês podem ver, até têm que controlar o sal. Então, pá, tudo depende de vocês e do vosso esforço e do vosso tipo de mindset. Eu acho que o que me fez mais crescer é rodear das pessoas certas, porque às vezes o vosso maior problema é vocês estarem rodeados das pessoas erradas, que vos influencia para as cenas erradas. Por exemplo, sair à noite, beber e cenas assim. Porque a maioria das pessoas que vêm perguntar essas cenas estão sempre na noite, a sair e a beber. Mas já, só depende de vocês, pá. What's up, guys? Hope you guys good. So, this is me, Ivan. This is my boy Charlie. We're gonna talk a little bit like how we start working together and how like this prep like going so far. So I met Charlie on Lico gym. He was working behind of the reception, and I remember ask help like for him a few times to lifting heavy dumbbells. Yeah, but so I was like expect like compete on that year, like around like mid of September, and but I was like basically coached by myself, without like zero knowledge and stuff like that. And I remember I asked Charlie to take me some pictures, and I think like I see like shine on his eyes, like, and I think probably I'm gonna start working with him. So I think like I didn't text you. I just like tell you like.
Yeah, I think we spoke. Yeah, I think we spoke in the gym when I took those pictures. Like we just spoke about like what sort of he wanted to achieve and things like that.
Yeah, so basically I've been like straight away to him and I say like, bro, I want to compete in September, isn't it?
Yeah, and, last year September.
So basically he helped me with like lost some fat on that times, and we found the conclusion better we wait like a few like months more.
Yeah. So originally Ivan wanted to compete last year, sort of the back end of last year, but we decided that if he was to wait a little bit longer and go the following year, he'd be a lot more successful because he had too much body fat to lose at that initial start point when we first started working together. So if he'd have carried on, he'd have just, one, like felt absolutely awful, and two, probably wouldn't have been able to get in the condition that he is in right now. So being able to push that back a year and therefore starting the prep in a much better place from a body composition standpoint and also a routine standpoint, it's therefore going to lead to a much more successful prep. And this is exactly what's happened this year. And this is why he's been able to get into the condition that he has, and the way that he looks is because it's been so much more successful. Yeah. So it's been good.
Yeah, really good. No, I think like I started doing gym around like 16 years old, 17 years old, and I was like watching like a lot of videos on YouTube of people like doing bodybuilding and gym, but we had like that side of steroids, and I was like, nah, I'm not able to doing that, and actually, like, I didn't know about like natural bodybuilding. And when we come for UK, I remember I talked with Nani like, well, one day I want to compete. And this was like around like 2022. And yeah, I just like come through like I just like, I can do this. And I started like working like harder and believe it's possible, yeah. You know, I've always been like doing gym, working hard, but just on a gym part, like workout, lifting like heavy weights. But I had like zero knowledge about nutrition. And I think it's like the major of the, is like the biggest problem on the fitness industry, because I think it's like about knowledge. Because I think people think it's just training and training and training and like you don't need to diet. And I remember I was eating a lot of cakes and stuff like that and training heavy, bro. And I was like, well, why my weight not going down? So I meet Ivan, he's one friend of mine, and he gave me like a clear vision about the macronutrients and the diet. And when I see like, wow, if I deficit, my weight start going down. Yeah, but it's not even like about macros. It's much more than that. Because after you need like mix like macros with training and high days, low days. Is much knowledge than people think. And I think it's like when I start to understand that, I start like just level up. And after I say, nah, I need a coach. And I choose Charlie. Because I see like, this kid is hungry, bro. Like, I mean, like, you work hard, bro, actually. And I was like, nah, I need someone like him. And that's where I start like taking really serious.
So I just started out at the gym myself when I was younger, like 17, 18. I was always naturally like very, very skinny growing up, so like the sort of instinct was to just go to the gym, get bigger, and just sort of put on some level of muscle mass. And then sort of like over the time of like going to the gym, just sort of fell in love with it, and then therefore found out how much, like in terms of how much knowledge there is to know. So I spent a long time just like researching stuff, like in terms of training, in terms of nutrition, just loads and loads of research over the COVID period when all the gyms were shut. Obviously, we wasn't able to go to the gym here in the UK, so therefore I had to work out at home, but therefore had loads more time, so therefore spent just time, research, just trying to improve my knowledge so that when COVID finished and I could go back to the actual gym, I could just absolutely smash it. And at that point there, I think that's where I sort of figured out what coaching was, and that's what I really wanted to do in life, just because where I came from in terms of like struggling and not knowing what to do in the gym, I didn't want other people to feel like that. You know, I wanted to be able to help as many people as possible in terms of not only knowing what to do in the gym, but also knowing what to do to make good amounts of progress. Because you can go to the gym, you can do a workout, but whether it's going to actually account to any progress is another matter. So yeah, I just wanted to sort of help as many people in terms of not feeling how I felt when I first went in the gym, but also help people make as much progress as they possibly can do, because a lot of people can make more progress than they think, especially naturally. So yeah, that's sort of like where I sort of got into it. And yeah, pretty much that's how it started really.
Why CPE?
CPE, that is my name, Charlie Peter Everell. So CPE Physiques, that is the brand. But yeah, you'll see on the hoodies that we're repping today. But yeah, that is the brand, that is the coaching brand. And I've been coaching now for I think 3-4 years now. So yeah, very, very excited for today. Obviously the show day, it's going to be very, very exciting to display all of his hard work over the last 26 weeks of this prep.
Yeah,
24, 25 weeks of this prep so far. So this is the first show of 3. Which is obviously going to be very, very exciting. So I'm sure it's going to be a good day.
And is there expectations for today?
Yeah, win. Nah, you know, because end of the day we win already, because like this big transformation is just like crazy, you know. If we win, it's just like
it's just the icing on top.
Yeah,
it's just the bonus.
Yeah.
Ivan's done everything he can do in terms of like the prep itself. If someone turns up and they're better than him, that's all. You can't do anything about that.
That's the thing.
But he knows he's going into the show that he knows he's given 100% every single day, and that's what matters the most, and that's what you should focus on rather than the placing, because you never know, especially with natural bodybuilding, you never know who could turn up, and you could have some absolute monster freak just turn up out of nowhere and beat everyone on the day. But as long as you go into the show day knowing that you've done absolutely 100% every single day, you've won already.
Yeah.
And that's the mindset that you've got to have, and it's definitely something that you do have.
Yeah. And I have like a lot of points to work still, so I'm excited as well for the off season, and we work on that points, and 2027 will be
crazy year.
Yeah. So yeah. And do you think it was easy to coach me, or?
Yeah, you've been easy to coach. It's been an absolute nightmare. But no, I'm joking. But no, you have been easy to coach. You've literally followed everything I said, and this is why we've got the results that we have. So yeah, it's been good. So very, very excited for today.
And if you need a coach, you got this number here.
You can just put my Instagram.
Really nice coach.
Yeah.
He reply all the time. Like even if it's midnight, he's gonna reply you. So yeah, nah. If you need help, text Charlie. Drop a message.
Appreciate it, man. Appreciate it.
Bro, can I eat chicken now, or?
Yeah. So meal 1
Will be chicken.
Yes.
With dark chocolate.
Chicken, dark chocolate, and some rice cakes.
Wow.
So mainly on like show day, like especially upon like waking up, it looks really good. Like the look right now is very, very good. So I'm happy with sort of where we're at. So we don't need to push loads and loads of food. Sort of meal 1 is going to be like a little bit of protein just to sort of tie him over, a little bit of fats and a little bit of carbs just to sort of boost him up. His physique comes to life like with the tiniest amount of food. So we don't need loads and loads of food to sort of like fill him up on the day. The peak went very, very well, so we're just going to have a little bit of food, easy to digest food as well, so that he keeps his midsection tight, and then come show day around about 11:30, he'll be on stage and we'll be absolutely fine.
Olá, Ivan, desejamos-te boa sorte, tu és capaz, vai com tudo!
Como é que é, primo? Ouvi dizer que a tua primeira competição vai ser este domingo. Estamos longe, mas vou estar a torcer por ti, vai tudo correr bem, sei que és uma pessoa lutadora. Isto já está ganho e desejo-te a melhor sorte, estou a contar contigo. Força, irmão.
Boas, Ivan. E aí, bravo, olha. Mano, muito curto aqui. Só quero te dar, olha, um grande abraço. Desejar que tudo corra bem. Toda a sorte que precisas. Tenho visto todo o processo, mano. Incrível, like. É uma daquelas que se me contasse não acreditava, mano. Mas ver o teu processo é bem motivador. É para curto bem ver os teus vídeos, os teus treinos, tipo. Porque eu sei, ainda me lembro, tipo, quando vocês queres começar a fazer um cutting. E tipo, eu lembro como estavas e converso agora os teus vídeos, mano. É super motivador. Mano, curto bem do teu conteúdo. Boa sorte, desejo-te boa sorte, que tudo corra bem. Para que tenhas um dia maravilhoso. Abraço, mano.
Good luck, Ivan. You're gonna smash it.
Estamos aqui. Está por reto.
Na casa.
Olá, esta equipa te dá muita força. Apesar de estarmos um pouco afastados, eu tenho seguido bastante o teu trabalho e é com muito orgulho que vejo que estás a conseguir tudo aquilo que queres. Portanto, olha, independentemente do resultado de domingo, para mim tu já ganhaste, porque chegar onde estás exige muito mais do que músculo, exige muita cabeça, existe muita força interior. Por isso, olha, aproveita cada segundo desse palco, sente esse orgulho e mostra ao mundo o que conquistaste. Estou a torcer por ti.
Olá, queremos desejar muita sorte para este novo desafio.
Já ganhou! Já ganhou! Já ganhou!
O que é que queres dizer ao teu?
Já ganhou!
O que é que queres dizer ao teu?
Gosto de ti. Beijinhos.
Força, Ivan!
Isso
faz.
Bom, primeiro, desejo-te muita força nessa caminhada. Continua a inspirar outras pessoas. Let's go.
Oi, primo! Tô muito feliz de estar aqui gravando esse vídeo hoje, porque queria te desejar muita boa sorte para domingo. Tenho certeza que vai ser muito sucesso e muito melhor do que você imagina. Queria também te falar que você é uma inspiração para muita gente, tenho muita certeza disso. Inclusive para mim, que tem acompanhado esse teu processo durante esses últimos anos. E a tua dedicação, a tua persistência, a tua consistência em conseguir alcançar os teus sonhos é muito inspirador. E acho que isso, com certeza, vai te trazer muitos frutos bons no futuro. E tô aqui para te desejar muita sorte, tenho certeza que você vai ficar muito feliz e se realizar nessa sua primeira competição. E isso é só o começo de muitas coisas boas que vão vir no futuro. Obrigada por ser uma inspiração para mim e para muita gente, tenho certeza. E tudo vai dar certo e tô muito animada para continuar te acompanhando. Um beijo muito carinhoso.
E aí, primo, tô sabendo que tu vai competir, rapaz. Ó, pega esses gringos aí, ó. Mete o pau. Não é o pau não, é o músculo mesmo, tá ligado? É nóis, primo.
Ivan, estamos na torcida, já és um vencedor.
Uhul! Olá, Ivan, estamos aqui a torcer por ti. Seja qual for o resultado, já és um vencedor.
Alô, Ivan, estou a passar para te desejar muita sorte, um abraço grande e desde já parabéns pela tua dedicação, que eu admiro muito. Beijinho, boa sorte.
Vá, mano, boa sorte aí em palco, estou contigo. Só o facto de subir já é uma vitória. Agora estamos à espera dessa medalha, mano. É contigo. Mano, basicamente é isso. Boa sorte. Estamos todos aí a apoiar e vai correr tudo bem, mano. É só acreditares. Já é um grande passo que deste e é o primeiro de vários.
Meu Ivan, meu irmão, estamos juntos. Um vídeo aqui rápido, dá uma grande força para o evento. Trabalhaste muito para estar onde tu estás agora e nós, tua família, teus amigos, não, teus irmãos, vimos de perto o teu trabalho árduo e muita boa sorte. Estou aqui a mandar energias positivas para ti, que corra tudo bem. Mas mesmo assim, já estamos muito orgulhosos do que tu alcançaste até agora. Grande abraço, meu irmão, estamos juntos.
Estamos contigo!
Passa, meu primo, aqui para desejar boa sorte. Não te esqueças, estás sempre a motivação toda vez, mano. Por isso, rios nesse dia, domingo, motivação és tu. Tens que pensar ao campeonato de motivar, mano. Menos 96 a participar. Já conta a tua grande evolução que tiveste até agora, mano. Força, não consigo estar aí presente, mas estou aqui mentalmente, tá? Motivação. Ó, fica a pique como tu, caralho, foda-se. Mas já, boa sorte, meu primo.